Am I coming through okay? Everything's all right? Just checking this out here. Really starting to get annoyed with Restream as, yeah, this is causing me a lot of trouble. Okay. Okay, that's the one. Yeah, what pain. Yeah, glory to Whoopstotska. Hello, Jake D. This Restream is giving me a little bit of trouble, so trying to get it so that only one link goes out or only one video goes out, but it keeps wanting to double up on it and put two out. It's just bugging the crap out of me. I can't figure it out. Oh well. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, we'll close that. Close that. You're not deceived by StoogeTube this time. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta spread the word that this lousy thing is screwing me around. Anyways, as we often do, we'll start out with the news of the week. And I sound a little bit under the weather because I am, so we'll try to keep as upbeat and as not sick as possible. Attack on Titan, the final season, part 3 anime reveals key visual. Yeah, for all you Attack on Titan fans, the final season, part 3 is coming. AJA, the anime industry grew by 13.3% in 2021. It's good. Good. Princess Principal's third anime film reveals April 7 debut, a new video. Roboko and Me Anime's promo video reveals cast, theme song. You and Pink Lady in North Korea are only news sources I trust. You love Attack on Titan knowing the end. Yeah, I couldn't wait for the anime. I read the manga instead so I could rip ahead and see what they were getting at here, what the story was all about. New wonderful version of My Life as Inukai-san's dog premieres second promo video. So what is this now? My life as a dog? Let's look at Japan's video game rankings. Let's see what is going on. Nintendo Switch, Splatoon 3, Harvestella, Doraemon, Bayonetta 3, Persona 5, Dragon Quest, X offline. Would be good life. You could be good boy. You always be good boy, right? All dogs go to heaven, as the movie says. Number 7 is Minecraft, then Mario Kart, finally a PS4 game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, then Suri Spirits, Sutet Asobiru, Suizokuken, PS4 again, Star Ocean, The Divine Force, then Nintendo Switch Sports, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, for the PS5, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, then number 15 is Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival, Kirby in the Forgotten Land, Sumiko Gurashi Mina de Rhythm Party. Okay. Gran Turismo 7 for the PS5, then Mario Party Superstars, and Animal Crossing New Horizons. So once again, the Nintendo Switch dominates the video game rankings. Japanese animation TV ranking. Makoto Shinkai's Weathering with You film aired on TV Asahi on Sunday, November 6th at 9 p.m. and it earned a 7.5% rating. Well, that's good. All according to plan. Exactly. Saze-san, Fuji TV 9.1, Detective Conan 6.9, Chibi Maruko-chan 6.5, Doraemon 3.9, One Piece 3.6, My Hero Academia Season 6 3.6, Crayon Shin-chan gets a 3, Spy Family a 2.8, Mobile Suit Gundam The Witch from Mercury 2.7, and Oshiri Tantai gets 2.2. That's in the Kanto region. Let's have a look at what people are watching over here. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer there. Number 1 is Chainsaw Man. Number 2, One Piece. Number 3, Spy Family Part 2. Number 4, Blue Lock. Number 5, Bleach, The 1,000-Year Blood War. Number 6, The Eminence in Shadow. Number 7, My Hero Academia Season 6. Number 8, just Bleach. Number 9, Mob Psycho 100 Part 3. And number 10 is Naruto Shippuden, which is quite surprising that people are still watching it, but it's, what does it say? It gives you numbers here. 313,327 people. Okay. Western lackeys are watching degenerate filth. You mean like Chainsaw Man? Let's see, what else we got here? Oh, now we're back at Friday. Ghibli animates Star Wars short Zen, Grogu, and Dust Bunnies. That'd be interesting. I'd like to give that a watch. Dragon Quest Treasures Games trailer reveals previews cast. Gungrave Gore Game streams overview trailer. Oh, I remember Gungrave for the PS2. Stereo Dive Foundation holds U.S. debut performance in New York on November 23rd. Good morning, Alex Moore. Good to see you. You mean the network television? Ah, I gotcha, Jake D. Batman voice actor Kevin Conroy passes away. Yes, I heard about that earlier in the week. That was quite sad. He was an excellent voice of Batman. What else we got here? Anything that catches my eye? Go Nagai 50th Anniversary tribute book contains a new Harenchi Gakuen story. Oh. I think Go Nagai is the one who created Devilman. Udon Entertainment produces Street Fighter 6 comic. There you go. We're all us Street Fighter fans. Megaton Musashi game anime both get delays. Spy Classroom anime's character video highlights Thea. Yuri is My Job anime reveals 4 more cast members. Spring 2023 debut. Man arrested for selling bootleg copy of Dragon Ball manga's debut issue. Comrade Conroy will be sorely missed. Yes, he will be. I was actually at a convention that he showed up at, and yeah, he really put on a good show. Like, he just didn't sit up there and sign autographs. I think at one point he stood up on his chair and he was like, "I am the night, I am vengeance." So he was very, very well animated at there. It was a fun time. And Udon art is most glorious. Yes, I have a few Udon comics. What about this guy selling bootleg copies of Dragon Ball? Man allegedly sold a 1984 issue 51 of Weekly Shonen Jump for 180,000 yen. Is that about $1,800? Ishikawa Prefectural Police revealed on Wednesday that they arrested a 50-year-old male resident of Tokyo's Sumeda Ward for allegedly selling a bootleg copy of the 1984 issue 51 of Shueisha's Weekly Shonen Jump magazine, the debut issue of Akira Toriyama's Dragon Ball manga. The suspect supposedly stated after his arrest that he sold the copy with the knowledge that it was genuine. Police accused the suspect of allegedly producing or selling the copy in early April, stating he knowingly committed a violation of Japan's Copyright Act. The specific issue he copied is deemed rare and sells for expensive amounts online, due in part to being the debut issue of Dragon Ball. He allegedly sold the bootleg copy for 180,000 yen, about US $1,230, to a 30-year-old man in Ishikawa Prefecture, but the person who received the bootleg copy apparently also possessed a genuine copy of the same issue. And upon comparison and finding the bootleg copies differing paper quality and glue binding, contacted the police regarding the issue. The official website of Weekly Shonen Jump also posted a warning about pirated or bootleg copies of old issues, showing that issues of the magazine were staple bound, seen right, until the 10th issue of 1994 on February 21st, 1994. Okay. He is a villain beyond mercy. He's worse than video game console scalper. Yes. How dare he? Cuddly Forest Friends game ships in the West on February 2nd. Oh man. That looks like that'll drive the people to grab that game. For Thursday, Gundam Witch from Mercury Anime's prequel short stories English version posted. Whoopstock approves of Cuddly. Yes. He's in Constitution, I'm sure. Remember, it's only illegal when you get caught. Hello, Dragon Ruse. And you are right. Rune Factory 3 special remake, games opening, video previews, theme song. Hyper Dimension Neptunia Sisters vs. Sisters game heads west on January 24th. Gold Kingdom and Water Kingdom anime films trailer reveals previews, Koton's theme song. There'll be a Gundam filler for this week. I guess that's what that means, Alex Moore. Well, you guys like Gundam. We'll have a look. Yaosobi also releases English version of Shukufuku opening song. The official website for Mobile Suit Gundam The Witch from Mercury, Kido Senshi Gundam Suisui no Majo, the first new Gundam television anime series in 7 years, published an English translation of Ichiro Okuchi's Cradle Planet prequel short story for the anime on Thursday. The story is told from the point of view of the Gundam Ariel and is also the basis of the lyrics for Yaosobi's opening theme song, Shukufuku, The Blessing, for the anime. The anime's Japanese website published the short story on October 2nd. Yaosobi also released an English version of Shukufuku with an accompanying music video on Wednesday. The anime will also have an upcoming novel adaptation. The anime's SF researcher and novelist Yuya Takashima is writing the novel adaptation. The novel will be serialized in the Gundam Ace magazine. The show is the first main Gundam television anime series with a female protagonist. The anime premiered in Japan on October 2nd on MBS and TBS, and it airs on Sundays at 5 p.m. The anime's second part will air in April 2023 in the same Sunday 5 p.m. time slot on MBS and TBS as the first part. Mobile Suit Gundam The Witch from Mercury prologue, the prequel episode for the show, debuted on the Gundam Info YouTube channel outside of Japan on September the 1st. The prequel anime also debuted on streaming services in Japan on September 4th and later aired on MBS and TBS on September 25th. Well, there you go. You're drinking from Wing Zero coffee mug? Oh, let's just hope it doesn't take over your mind. Nerdpearl has the OG Gundam novel? Nice. That guy gets all the good stuff, eh? Hyperdimension Neptunia Sisters vs. Sisters game heads west on January 24th. Gold Kingdom and Water Kingdom anime films trailer reveals previews. Okay, I said that already. Makoto Shinkai Suzume anime film previews theme songs in the new trailer. Nihon Falcom to release Next Ease game for PS5, PS4, Switch in 2023. For all you Ys fans, here comes another game for you. The Vampire Dies in No Time manga takes 1 month hiatus due to author's health. Once again, another mangaka who is working themselves to an early grave, apparently. It's too bad. Hopefully he gets well soon. Would not be so bad. Whoopstutska approves of zero system research. The nonsense of don't be a winner, though, is somewhat misguided. Voice actress Hinaki Yano diagnosed with the coof. Studio Ghibli teases collaboration with Star Wars Lucasfilm. That was probably that Grogu thing we saw. Dark Gathering horror anime unveils trailer, visual, main cast. Cygames premieres original TV anime The Marginal Service. Look at this. What the hell is this? A website is launched on Thursday to announce Cygames original television anime The Marginal Service, and it posts the anime's teaser, promotional video, main cast, main staff, and 2023 premiere. Like, what's this about? The anime's teaser trailer revealed several characters, namely Brian, Knight Raider, Zeno, Stokes, Bolts, Dexter, Robin, Timbert, Lyra, Candy Heart, Cirrus, N. Kuka, Theodore Thompson, and a squirrel-looking character named Peck Desmond. The anime revealed its main cast, but did not announce which of the characters they will voice. It also features the tagline, "The explosive debut of a bad new service." Well, I don't know. I guess we have to wait and see what that story's about. Comrade, mangakas need much vacation. Many Japanese comrade needing vacation. Yeah, I agree. Don't work yourself into an early grave. Believe Empire App's not target audience for this marginal fan service. Yeah, probably not, eh? What is this? Yuri on Ice or Free? Too many scrumptious hunks of... They are a good specimen of Woodstotska. What else we got here? Haikyuu, Touch the Dream mobile game reveals trailer, open pre-registration. There you go. You like your volleyball anime or game on your phone? What else we got here? Tales of Symphonia RPG's trailer reveals February 17th release. Oh, nice. That was launched on the GameCube back in the day. Game launches for Switch, PS4, Xbox One. So there you go, another Tales of game. Indeed, would be proud to have them in infantry, just preferably fully clothed. Why does Canadians always put thing on ice? That's okay. When you come up here from the, when you go to cross the border, they take your handguns away and they give you a hockey stick. And they're like, here you go. Crunchyroll holds Trigun Stampede Episode 1's world premiere at Anime New York City. Well, that's alright. I'm a little bit wary as to how Trigun is going to be. I've seen some of the screens and all that, and it's like, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm on board with it. O Slime gets a 3rd season, eh? O Slime? Did I skip by that? Oh, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime gets 3rd season. There you go. Yep. Is anybody watching that one? Like, I haven't watched Reincarnated as a Slime. I've watched Reincarnated as a Sword, and I'm very much enjoying that. But not Reincarnated as a Slime. What will pre-order Tales of Symphonia, his greatest game ever. Yeah, when I saw it on the GameCube, it was actually really good. Good story, good gameplay. Is Johnny Young Bosch on the team? I don't know. I don't know if Johnny Young Bosch is on the team. Might say here. Let's have a look. I think you're talking about Trigun though, right? Hockey stick is way more brutal than a pistol. Watch out for those cross checks. They hurt. Right in the back of the neck, too. Terrible. This has the Japanese voice actor so far. Crunchyroll announced on Tuesday that it will hold the world premiere of the Trigun Stampede, anime's first episode at Anime New York City on November 18th. That is on Friday. Okay. The official website of the anime also made the announcement. Anime New York City previously announced that it will host staff members from CG Anime Studio Orange who are working on the anime, including chief producer Waki Kiyotaka and producer Yoshihiro Watanabe. The screening will take place during the panel featuring the staff. This year, Anime New York City event is scheduled to take place on November 18th to 20th at New York City's Javits Center. I don't know if we have anybody in the chat from New York or anybody around New York. Or is anybody going to New York for the anime? Anime NYC? The anime will premiere on TV Tokyo and other networks in January 2023. Crunchyroll will stream the series starting in January 2023 worldwide, excluding Asia, but including the Philippines, Singapore, India, Pakistan, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan. Comrade is good plot for Kurt Russell film. Escape from New York. Comic-Con. Kenji Muto is directing the anime at Orange. Koji Taijima is the concept designer and is credited with the character concept. Tatehiko Okishi is credited with story draft, and Tatsuro Inamoto, Shin Okashima, and Yoshihisa Ueda are writing the scripts and are in charge of composition. Madhouse's previous television anime adaptation aired for 26 episodes in Japan in 1998. The anime launched in North America for home video in 2000. Geneon Entertainment, formerly Pioneer, originally released the series on DVD, but Funimation has since licensed the series and released it on Blu-ray disc and DVD. The series is now streaming on Crunchyroll following Sony's Funimation Global Group's acquisition of Crunchyroll from AT&T. Cartoon Network's Adult Swim programming block aired the anime in 2003. In New York, you check in but not out. It sounds like it. Like a Roach Motel. The Trigun anime adapts Yasuhiro Nitao's manga of the same name. The manga ran in Tokuma's Shoten's monthly Shonen Captain magazine from 1995 to 1997. The manga returned with Trigun Maximum and Shonen Gahosha's Young King R's magazine later in 1997 and ran until 2007. Dark Horse Comics has released the manga in English. The story follows the misadventures of Vash the Stampede, a gunman on the lam with a $60 billion double-dollar bounty on his head, earned his Stampede nickname thanks to the destruction that zealous bounty hunters wreak on any town he visits. The Trigun Badlands Rumble anime film debuted in April 2010 and was the first new Trigun animation in over a decade. The anime's world premiere was at SakuraCon in April 2010, although the anime studio Madhouse plans for the project date back to 2005. Cartoon Network's Toonami programming block also aired the film. The film is based on a story by the original manga creator Nitao and director Satoshi Nishimura. So there you go. In January, you can watch the new Trigun Stampede if you so wish. What else we got here? Hulu streams Tatami Time Machine, Blues anime. Nintendo DENA established joint venture company. What is Nintendo doing? Research development subsidiary scheduled to be established on April 3rd. Nintendo announced on Tuesday that it's partnering with game company DeNA to establish a joint venture company that will be a specified subsidiary of Nintendo named Nintendo Systems Company Limited. The companies will establish the joint venture on April the 3rd. The subsidiary's primary objective is research and development, as well as operations to strengthen the digitalization of Nintendo's business. In addition to the creation of value-added services, Tetsuya Sasaki will take up the role of representative director and president of the joint venture company. Nintendo will own 80% of the company, while DeNA will own 20%. Nintendo will appoint a few officers and employees of the company as directors of Nintendo Systems. In 2015, Nintendo partnered with DeNA to lend its intellectual property for the creation and launch of approximately 5 smartphone titles by March 2017. Through that partnership, Nintendo and DeNA have released the Super Mario Run, Miitomo, Fire Emblem Heroes, and Animal Crossing Pocket Camp games. Service for Miitomo ended in May 2018. Is that code for subscription fee? I don't know. It looks like they want to get in, because Japan's very big in mobile gaming, from what I've seen. We watch a lot of Japanese commercials, and they have a lot of commercials for mobile games for Japan on their phones. So that might be it there. They want to capture some of the mobile market. Nintendo planned and developed the Mario Kart Tour application, while DeNA has been responsible for the back end, such as servers, infrastructure, and analysis. The game launched in September 2019 after a delay. DeNA launched the Pokemon Masters smartphone game in August 2019 for iOS and Android devices. The game changed its title to Pokemon Masters EX. Huh. Well, alright then. So it just might be more mobile game stuff. One Piece Film Red stays at number 1. Second Sword Art Online progressive film at number 2 in yen earned. So I went and saw One Piece Film Red in the theater, me and my wife, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. It was very good. I would say the animation was very smooth, and the story was not what you'd expect. There was a lot of singing, though, because of the main character was a singer, and she did a lot of songs. And they were good songs. And we saw it with English subtitles, so that was a little better too, because I'm more used to the voices of the Japanese voice actors. 26th Detective Conan film opens during Golden Week 2023. 26th Detective Conan film. Man, that's a lot. Final Fantasy XVI game listed as PS5 exclusive for 6 months. So those of you that are liking Final Fantasy, looks like they got another one, but it's only going to be on the PS5. I don't think that's a good idea. I think they should release it for other ones too, because I don't know how big the install base is for PS5, but if you can't get a console, you can't play the game. So you're not gonna get a lot of game sales for at least 6 months anyway. Let's see what they got to say. Single-player action RPG launches for PS5 in summer 2023. The official YouTube channel for Sony PlayStation began streaming a video that previews multiple games launching for PlayStation 5 on Monday. During the clip previewing Square Enix's Final Fantasy XVI role-playing game, the text on the screen stated that the game is a PS5 exclusive for 6 months. The portion starts in the video below at 14 seconds. I'm not going to do that. This single-player action RPG will launch in summer 2023 for PS5 as a PlayStation console exclusive. While an initial live-stream trailer had listed a PC release, trailers and its website do not list a PC version. Square Enix's Creative Business Unit 3 division is developing the game. Naoki Yoshida, Final Fantasy XIV, is producing Final Fantasy XVI, and Hiroshi Takai, Final Fantasy XIV is directing the game. Yoshida stated in June that the game was in its final leg of development, with the game's development team focusing on polishing the game. Yoshida previously stated, that complications stemming from the ongoing coup have delayed the game's development by almost half a year. Okay. Most glorious? Yes, most glorious, Jake D. It makes people want to buy the PS5 and get the PS5 sales up. Great company move. Yeah. Are they out there in the wild? Is there lots of PS5s out in the wild? I don't know if they have enough for everybody to go grab one. And would you buy a console just for one game? One Piece Odyssey games trailer previews Water 7. There you go. I am going to grab One Piece Odyssey when it comes out. We'll see how good it is. But then again, any One Piece game is good for me as far as I'm concerned. One Piece Film Red earns $1 million in the opening weekend in Saudi Arabia. Okay. K-Lab obtains rights to make My Hero Academia online games for release worldwide outside of China. Okay, so we'll be getting more games from MHA. You bought the PS4 just for Mass Effect, Andromeda, and Spider-Man. Okay, well, at least 2 games then. Haikyuu spin-off manga ends in next chapter. Well, I didn't realize that was still going along. Uma Musume Pretty Derby Sprinter story. Stage play reveals visual. Huh. What do we got? Where are we at here? Okay, and that's back to last Sunday. So that is the news, everyone. Anything that seemed sort of interesting to me, and I hopefully to you, we've gone over. So, next up. As the main title says, we're going to look at the new Dominion Tank Police. This is the sequel to the 1988 Tank Police. When Mass Effect 4 and Dragon Age 4 comes out, that's when I'll buy a PS5. Well, that's alright, Dragon Ruse. Are they working on Mass Effect 4? Yeah, Alex. Attack on Titan Final Season Part 3. They're gonna keep milking that one, I think. Oh no, it's the Final Season Part 4. Okay. Gotta make sure this is not playing too long here. There we go. So, new Dominion Tank Police. One thing I noticed right off the bat is the ambience is much lighter and brighter. It doesn't seem as dark and dystopian as the previous series. And now this is just the opening. As we go through that, they're just playing the song, and then we get up to the title screen. Going to be at the Ozzy Osbourne Final Forever Tour. Nice! That'll be alright. I mean, how old is that guy now? What is he, 80? He sure looks like it. Okay, so we're in Newport City again. And there is a procession going on for a funeral. And everyone's moving along very solemnly. Even the chief and the mayor are there. And everyone's very quietly moving along. But here comes a motorcycle. And it's being chased by Leona. And she's very, she's really, she's really aged up and really matured from where she was in the very first series. Now she's really very aggressive, and she's wants to take down all these criminals. But they run right through the funeral procession, and she wipes them out, and she tells them to stay there, don't move. But he takes off inside the building, and she goes after him with the tank in the building, and it's the chief. The chief is just flabbergasted that she would do that. But he takes a hostage, and she's got him at gunpoint. He's like, go away. She's like, well, if you kill the hostage, then it's not going to work out well for you. So she's had enough. He keeps threatening. And she gives him a count. She's going to count to 10. And she goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And he's like, oh no. And then she lets him have it. Actually, you got to see this. There we go. She gives him a lot of good... and she captures him. As you can see, she's got him on like a deer across the hood of her tank. And she's ruined the whole building. And that goes to our title. Volume 1, Move Out, Tank Police. Back at police headquarters, they are getting a dressing down because of all the damage they've done. And it's like you got to protect the public. You can't just go after criminals so recklessly. And now they show that there's a bunch of people out there protesting the tank police about how they wreck everything that they try to protect, but they end up wrecking it. And now the mayor gets in on it. She starts giving them heck. Is it necessary for the police to terrorize the very people they're trying to protect? Finally, Leona's had enough. She's tired of getting yelled at for doing her job. She says, in the city, there's a murder every 30 seconds and a terrorist act every 25 minutes. And that guy she busted was carrying a bunch of D4 type virtual drug, the most dangerous hallucinogenic for cyberbrains. So, if they would have let him get away, he would have done a lot more damage by distributing that drug. And he was number 3 in the crime cartel. So she's had enough. She's yelling back at the mayor. But there's a fella here who's going to observe them for a week. His name is Higashinara. And he's from head office. He's going to study their methods for a week. And Leona's not happy about that. She thinks they don't need a guy like this peering over their shoulders. And Brenton has to hold her back from getting a hold of him. So there's been an edict sent down from the mayor that the tank police will only patrol once a day and practice self-discipline. We'll see how that goes. So they're in the I think Leona's coffee maker was taking too long, so she just had enough and she crushed it. As you can see, the captain has a hard time doing any of his paperwork on the computer. He's not a computer guy. He's more of an action guy. Somebody took the armor-piercing shell. Oh, could it be Leona? So she's talking with Al about what's going on. He looked into the guy, Higashiyada. She's like, you hacked into the computer, didn't you? I'm going to turn you in. He's like, it's better than stealing live ammo. So he's got her. She's like, I don't like how he's always cleaning his glasses. It's weird. And he's like, what's weird? He's right there. So he spent some time looking around the tanks. Seems like Leona always has to be held back from just smashing this guy around. So you can feel that everyone's gathering around him now, and it's probably not a safe place to be, so he decides to leave. He does notice that her tank handles a little sluggishly after startup. And she's quite miffed about that. She's like, he can't be right. But then Al's like, yeah, it does. So, hello, Brandon. Nice to see you. Yeah, this is a great OVA. This will be... there'll be one more related to this after the sequel. I think it's from 2006. But it's only a one episode sequel to this one. So, things are happening in the city. We've got guys that are committing crimes, holding the police at bay. Shiro Masamune is a genius. We need more tank police. Yeah. And actually, I believe he did tank police before Ghost in the Shell. So you'll see a lot of elements from Ghost in the Shell in Tank Police, which is pretty neat. So these guys, the police are having a hard time. These guys aren't the tank police. They're just the regular police. And he also did Appleseed, which was good too. I enjoy watching some Appleseed from Masamune Shirow. So they're trying to send more police to help out. But there is something wrong here. Something is watching what's going on. So the tank police get the call, but they're going to head out and take care of these guys that are causing trouble. But the chief is like, I didn't order you to move out. He's like, what? Can't hear you. I think, look, everybody, the chief came to send us off. And they're like, hey, all right, see you later. And they leave without his permission. So they're heading out. These guys are still having a hard time, or still giving the police a hard time. But they notice this weird looking thing. What is that? And they're like, quick, shoot it. But nothing affects it. And then all of a sudden, the vehicle they're in explodes. So they were wiped out by something very mysterious. And there it is. They got to go after it. They're like, we got to go after this thing, quick. It takes out one of the tanks, and they keep going after it, trying to get into it. But it's right up top where Leona can't see it just yet. And Al's like, use the Vulcan cannon. And so she uses it, but still can't hit it. Leona asks him, why'd you stop? Why didn't you follow him? Well, you got civilians all over the place, and it's better that you don't injure them. So she tells him, Captain, he's heading over your way on the monorail track. So they're waiting for him to come along. They're going to use a net. And they can't reach him because he's too high up. But he shoots out a little bomb. And it's weird because it reacts with the argon in the air and makes a giant explosion. So that's something that the police don't have. But if you look at this thing carefully, it looks like Tachikoma from Ghost in the Shell. So you can see where Masamune Shirow took his design with him to the next show he did. So they got to try to take this thing down, and they try to use a smoke screen, but that doesn't work. It uses a laser, which is apparently something that shouldn't be able to be in something so small. And it's getting ready to finish off the captain. But here comes Leona. And she's going to take him down. So they're going along the monorail. And, apparently Higashinada's body was found at the airport. So, who was the guy that was with them this morning? They've got an imposter. Okay, so they're taking him on, and now he's got the laser. But Leona does something quite clever. She gets the sprinkler system going, and that depletes the laser before it can even scratch through the armor of the tank. So, quite clever. Now he heads up an elevator shaft. He's like, you can't get me, but we'll see what happens. And she shot him. But now they have to get out of the way. And they're going to go up and get him. And that tank is waiting for them up there. It sees the heat signature. And it blows them away, but it's not them. They put up a cleaning cart, and they came at him from the other way. And finally got a good shot in with an armor-piercing shell. And they see who it is, and it's that guy that was supposed to follow them for a week. Higashida. And welcome, Christian Fandom Geek. We're just hanging out, watching some new Dominion Tank Police. Okay, now, the aftermath. They were surprised that Higashinada was under all that armor. So then something strange happens as we go through here. You got a helicopter landing at the hospital. Somebody gets out, goes to the room of Higashinada. The guards salute and let him in, whoever it might be. He takes out a gun and a silencer. And that's it. He ends him. He gets back in the helicopter and takes off, and the guy that was impersonating Higashinada is passed along. And that is the end of the first episode. But there is a preview of the second one. And during that, somebody is going around and they've killed a friend of Leona. And it's seen by the Puma sisters, who finally make an appearance. If you remember them from the first series, they're a little less serious this time around. They're a little more for comedic effect. And Leona decides that she's going to find out who killed her friend, and she has to leave the force in order to do it. And next time, the great detective Charles Brenton, Black Rain in Newport. And that's it. That is the new Dominion Tank Police. So, there is a 6 episodes long, so it's not that long at all. Very easy to get into. You really don't have to watch the first one in order to enjoy the second one. Yeah, where is it here? It's right here. Just gotta scroll through this. Where is it now? There it is. Yeah. 6 episodes, 30 minutes long. Typical 90s anime. It's got that aesthetic look to it. I would definitely check it out if you liked the first one. You wish the Great USA had a tank police. Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? Just think about the amount of destruction you guys could do. It'd be crazy. So, going along, I'll show you what I'm watching right now. That looks okay. Kiba Maid War. I still gotta switch into high gear with that one. Futoku no Guild. Ten Call Season 2, Let's Meet at Sea. I'm enjoying that one quite a bit. I watched the first series and it was enjoyable, and the second one is I'd say this one was pretty good. Haven't met any of the characters from the first season, but we'll see what happens. Working my way through Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. I'm at I finished episode 38, so got 10 more to go. Hopefully we'll wrap it up, and I should be wrapped up by next week. One Piece, I'm at Fishman Island. I just got to find the time to power through it. Reincarnated as a Sword. I must say this is quite an enjoyable one. I'm really I'm really rooting for our main character. She's doing quite well. And there's only 12 episodes, so we'll have to see what happens, whether they go for a second season. Shinobi no Itoki. I might just drop this one. It seems kind of boring, and I'm not really, I don't know if I'm enjoying it too much, so we'll see. I might just drop it and just be done with it. Doesn't seem to be holding my interest like it should. I don't care that the main character doesn't want to be in charge. He's a bit whiny. Like, there's no reason to be the way he is. Careful about that, dragon. We could level a full city block in seconds just to catch a jaywalker. I'll teach him. Yeah, hey you, how dare you cross against the light? Get over here. And then what am I planning on watching? Legend of the Twilight, .hack Legend of the Twilight. Call Me Tonight, Cutie Honey. Cutie Honey's a classic. I really should fire that up. I've heard good things about Cyberpunk Edgerunners, so I'll throw that on my list. Do It Yourself. I've heard good things about that. Isekai Mikyu de Haremo OVA. I'll just watch that because I watched the full season of it. So Keiko Kamen, it's like classic Go Nagai. Kishin Corpse, I want to find that. I haven't had a chance to find it yet. It's supposed to be pretty good. Takes place during World War II with mecha, so that's pretty neat. Maburahu. I started reading the first volume of the manga, so I wouldn't mind seeing the anime. Maris the Chojo. It's just one of those from the 90s that might be a hidden gem, might not be, but we'll see. MHA Season 6. I have to get through Season 5 first, so when they release it on Blu-ray or DVD, whatever it is, I'll get it on Season 5, watch that, and then do Season 6. Plastic Little, The Adventures of Captain Tita. This is one that I saw the trailer for back in the day on one of my VHS tapes, so we'll watch that. Steins Gate. This was recommended to me by Godzillionaire. He likes Steins Gate, so I might give that a whirl. Next week, for anime, Tank SWAT 01. This is the sequel to New Dominion Tank Police. So, and it came out in 2006, yes. So, Masamune Shirow presents a story about the Dominion Tank Police dealing with terrorists taking over the NT building with AI-driven tanks. So I am looking forward to that. It's only one episode long, but it'll have 2006 graphics, animation, so it should be all right. So look for that next week, everybody. Tank SWAT 01. I don't know why they changed the name, but the story of Helen Keller, Angel of Love and Light. I mean, some of us know the story of Helen Keller already, but they've done an anime of it, which is pretty neat. Toward the Terra. This is a movie, and I'm not even sure if what it's about, but it's a 90s one. Check it out. Transformers Victory. So I've made it through the other two Transformers, the Japanese series, Headmasters, and what was the other one? Master Force. That's right. Super God Master Force. I haven't seen Zone, so that says that's a sequel to this one. So that will be a one to have a look at. Wingman. Here's the rundown of it. Hirono Kenta is your average geeky junior high school student. His childhood obsession has always been tokusatsu and anime. In fact, he fancies himself a hero of justice, and often is seen running around in a makeshift costume of his own design called Wingman. Most of his fellow classmates think he's just a crazy otaku, but his childhood friend, Ogawa Miku, thinks he's a noble spirit. Wow, this is quite the synopsis there. One day, as Hirono is walking to school, a beautiful and voluptuous girl literally drops out of the sky and into his life. Bewildered by the event, nonetheless, takes the girl to his home to recuperate. This is his duty as a hero of justice. He also keeps the dream note so that he can transpose his favorite Wingman costume designs into it. Later, Hirono is confronted by the girl, who reveals herself to be Yume Aoi, princess of the dreamscape called Boat Dream. Her domain has been conquered by the power-mad despot Rimuru and his armies of monstrous seedmen. She barely escaped her domain with the power artifact known as the Dream Note. Huh. Well. Sounds like a fun one. It's from 1984, so it's quite a long one. 47 episodes, so that'll take me a while. And Zapang. This is quite the good show. Mirai, an improved Kongo-class Aegis-guided missile destroyer, is one of the newest and most advanced ships in the entire Japanese self-defense force. Her crew is also one of the newest, is led by Captain Umezu Subaru and Executive Officer Kodomatsu Yosuke. While running a scheduled training exercises one day, Mirai encounters a fierce storm that throws their navigation systems into temporary disarray. After a few minutes of recovery, the crew is shocked to discover that they've been transported back in time to June 4th, 1942, the Battle of Midway, during World War II. Letting history take its course for this battle, they managed to avoid the conflict firsthand and make a vow to remain anonymous, changing history as little as possible. However, when the crew comes across the dying Lieutenant Commander Kusaka Takumi, XO, Kodomatsu's instincts to save lives takes over, changing the course of history more than he could have imagined. So this is almost like that movie, The Final Countdown, where a U.S. aircraft carrier went back in time to 1941. Only this time, it's a Japanese missile destroyer. And it goes back, and they could change the course of history. So, I think this is I always like films with time travel, so I definitely got to give this one another watch. I swear I watched it before, but maybe I just read the manga. Anyways, Zapang. I believe they call it Zapang because that is what they called Japan back in the day. Could be wrong, but I'm hoping somebody will fact check that for me. Yes, and that's what I'm planning on watching. Any of you planning on watching any of those? Or something of your own that you're going to watch? Or what are you watching right now? I'd like to know what you guys are getting into. It's neat to see who's what people are watching out there. Well, I hope everybody's doing all right today. It's going to be a nice, relaxing day. Just to get ready for the work week coming up. know if there's anything special going on. Yeah, what a good show. If you like tanks, like police shows, I definitely recommend Tank Police. And look for it next week. I'm going to wrap it up with this final installment. Tank SWAT 01. You're planning on watching Simpcast tonight? Oh, that's with Chrissy Mayer, right? But as far as anime goes, rewatching Goblin Slayer. Hey, that's all right. Goblin Slayer is pretty popular. From what I remember. Which one are you going to watch? There's a couple. Goblin Slayer, Goblin's Crown, Goblin Slayer 2. Oh, never mind. It's TBA. You can't wait for new Goblin Slayer? Yeah, there you go. What's this one? Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation Cour 2 Eris the Goblin Slayer. Huh. I wonder if that's... No, it's not the right... It's a different studio. White Fox does Goblin Slayer and Goblin Slayer Goblin's Crown. Oh, that's a movie. Okay. Yeah, what's this one? Goblin Slayer 2. When's it coming out? Doesn't say. The source, light novel, alternative, manga releasing, and movie. Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, I think we'll just wrap her up for the day. It's been a good stream. Yes, that is with Chrissy, and I have season 1 and the first movie of Goblin Slayer. Look at you! Little Dragon Ruse. He's got all the stuff. But yes, I would like to thank everyone for coming out today. Thanks to Jake D and Alex Moore and Dragon Ruse and Brandon the anime guy. It's always nice to see you. And Christian Fandom Geek. It's a pleasure. I always like seeing you guys in the chat. It's a good time. Please hit that like button. Tell everybody about me. Spread the word. There's other channels to visit as well, like Pacific 414, Blaine's Escape Corner, Channel 66, DJ Ronnie G. You can visit Brandon the Anime Guy's channel, Nerdporeal Lifeform, and Punkwaddle from Floral from Under a Rock. I'm also on Twitter and BitChute, Odyssey, Rumble, and Twitch. But yes, coming up, Tuesday, Trades Talk Tuesday. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I got a bot? How do I get rid of this thing? There we go. Unbelievable. Hey, that has to be like my first bot. Crazy. Bots, yeah, you love bots. Well, stop bringing them with you. Anyways, as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted by a bot, Trades Talk Tuesday is coming up again. We'll be talking all things skilled trades. And please spread the word for that one. If you know anyone that is in the skilled trades, or if you're interested yourself, come on by. We'll chat. I like looking at some of the projects people have been on and what they do and how they were involved in some of them. So yeah, Trades Talk Tuesday, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. On Saturday, it will be Advance Wars. I'm starting that. I made it halfway through the tutorial. Hopefully I can play longer next Saturday. But yeah, it's learning a lot of the things about the turn-based strategy, and having a good time doing it too. So we'll see how that goes. And then Sunday, on Sunday Anime Chat will be Tank SWAT 01. So be there, and we'll have a good time, like we always do. So this is Pop Culture Mechanic, wishing you a great day. And I'm signing off.